Good morning, Args.
Good morning, FSG. How are you?
Not too bad. Nice hazy October morning.
It is a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning to go and harvest some corn.
Yes, indeed. 3 fields. 2 biggies and that little small one there. So yeah, lots to do.
There is lots to do. So we're going to, well, the first thing actually, our pigs are all out of food, so we need to take some of it down to be made into some pig food. So that'll probably be, I don't know, we'll see how much we take down there, and then the rest will come back here to throw in the bin and get dried. Make some money off it.
A couple of big fields though. I think there'll be quite a lot of volume out of this, won't there?
Yeah, there will be. There will be. So I think the plan is we're going to set up an auto drive course for the trucks to bring it back here to the yard and down to the feed mill, and put the combines on course play, and then you and I will drive grain carts and jump in between as we need to.
That's right. It's going to be a slick operation. I can feel it.
I hope so. I hope so. Looking forward to it. It's been looking forward to getting into this corn.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? So yeah, no, we're definitely looking forward to it. So, shall I go and set up some auto drive courses?
Yeah, if you want to do that, and I'll jump into the combines and get them all positioned down in the field and getting ready to get started.
Nice one. I can do that.
Cool. Good. Now I've made your task a little bit easier. We've arranged a traffic-free day here in Indiana. I think everyone's on holiday, but no rest for the farmers.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no, that definitely helps. Yeah, always good to combine on a Sunday.
That is. All right. Oh, let's get to it.
Let's do it, man. Morning, everyone. How are we doing? Yep, Args is going to head off there and get the combine sorted. I am going to jump in this rig here and set up an auto drive course. We need to have one that delivers here into our grain bins, but first and foremost, we're going to run the first maybe 4 or 5 trucks down to the feed mill in the town, because we're going to turn that corn into pig food. So that's probably where I'm going to start, and then we'll head down to field 15. I think we're going to start in one of the big fields, so it makes sense probably for me to put my first trigger in here. So I'm going to make sure, because I'm pointing nice and straight, I'm going to set this as my first trigger point, which will actually be our unload point as well. So just turning on course, but I forgot we'd set a little course for the field over here that Arg's already done. So that fill point for the silo's already in, which is nice. So I'm just going to jump on and bolt onto the side of that. So there we go. That sets us up nicely to go and sort the rest of the course. So let's go and do that.
Args at FSG.
Go ahead, Args.
I'm just down here with the first combine. I'll get a bit of the corner of the field cut out so you've got some space to work in and manoeuvre around in as you're setting that auto drive course up.
That's awesome. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries.
So we're just waiting here while Argsy cuts out just this little portion of the corner of the field. What we'll be able to do here is just turn and line ourselves up nicely so that when we leave, we're pointing in the right direction for this field. So probably 2 rows is enough. I'll see how much further he goes, but then he'll go and grab the second combine. And we need to run back to the yard and complete this course, but then we need to set one up for the feed mill as well. Right, here's cutting out a third one there for us, which is nice, but we've probably got enough space to manoeuvre around now, so I am going to roll past the edge here. I don't want to do too tight a turn. It can cause you some grief, and I think that's why Arg's cut out a third area there, which is quite nice. And now I want to be able to straighten up for the edge of the field as well. Get the truck's nice and straight for loading up with the auger wagons, so that looks pretty good. Could do with one more point. That's what I wanted. Field 15. Truck load. There we go. Okay to that. Now we'll head back to the yard, and again we'll connect back up to Argsy's course that he'd already created, because we know that aligns nicely and lines up beautifully with the unload point, and should work well. Now I'm trying to stay quite a long way over to the right here. What I want to avoid is if we've got two trucks running, that they end up clattering into each other. So hopefully they'll be good, he says in his last words. Right, we're here now. In hindsight, I should have made this a two-way path, but I didn't, and I also drove down the wrong side. Okay, so before you all come at me in the comments, I had my British head on when I was driving out of the drive, not my US head, so I know I'm on the wrong side of the road here. But what we'll do, we'll head down, and we should be able to link up with Args' course just about here. In fact, look, we can turn down this path and take advantage of this. We may need to move these headers slightly, although it looks like I might be able to thread the needle here. I'm going to go for this one to here. Now that does look quite tight, doesn't it? I'm just going to run that to farm silo. That does look quite tight. Let's just go for a normal point course, because obviously we've not got anything in. Farm silo. Let's turn off record for a second. Let's just run it. Right, here we go. If this aligns, massive credit to Args, because that is a tight little turn. Look at that. Space galore to spare. How did I ever doubt him? Right, so that is good. We know that works. So we'll go and do the run down to the mill now for the pig food. Right, here we are back on the main road. I'm making sure I'm picking up on the right point here. You can see that red bar that's touching the truck. That means it's going to build the course off that. Now I can make sure that's straight as well before we start off. And now I can run down to the feed mill. Now our only problem here is we have got a horrible couple of level crossings that if you hit them at speed, I think this one's alright, but the next one is pretty horrible, so we might just have to be a bit tactical about how we cross it. Now because there's no train on this map, I'm gonna just give a little bit of a subtle move now. You can't slow it. I wonder if, because it will recognise it as a turn, it may slow us down there if we set the turn speed down a little bit from 100%. But we shall see. Now this feed mill is tight, but hopefully that is good enough to unload. We will soon find out. So that for me, I'm going to go another one just for safety. There we go. Feed mill unload. Feed mill unload. Right, let's get out of here and back to the farm and join everything back up. Right, here we are. All we need to do now is join back up with the main course. I'm probably going to skip all of these slight turns here and find probably somewhere down there, which is keeps things nice and straight. And I think we're done here. That, hopefully, fingers crossed, is not too bad. We'll soon find out when we've got trucks passing each other and things like that. But for now, we will set things up. So what we want to do, we're going to load at field 15 truckload. We're going to tip at feed mill unload, and we are going to be running corn. So I might as well set that to go now, and see what happens. He'll head off to field 15 truckload, and he'll wait until we're ready. Right, we left him doing his thing. We are going to grab the second truck here. We're going to grab the Mac, and we're just going to turn that on auto drive as well, and we will get that down to the field as well. Right, we're hooked up. So again, field 15 truck unload. Probably let one run to the farm silo and one run to the feed point. Actually, that could work, couldn't it? And we can switch it over at any point when we feel we've got enough feed going. So if I turn that on, he should just should loop through here and run down to the field as well. And there he goes, on his merry way. Now, do we still have auger wagons here? I can see just one. Oh, I wonder if Args has taken the other one down already. He has. There's a versatile missing. I'm going to grab the Fent, because I know that these can work quite well when it comes to towing those auger wagons. So we'll squeeze this out of here, and we'll take the other auger wagon down, and I think we're good to go then. I mean, obviously Args will have started already, but I think we could be into pretty smooth flowing already. If my course holds up, we'll be good. I'd like to monitor the first truck that goes down to the feed mill, but other than that, if that works, I think we're good to go. So we'll see you at the field. FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
Just to say, that's the course setup. I've got one truck going to the mill, one going to the farm, and I'm just coming down with the second auger wagon.
Nicely done. I am just getting the course play set up on these combines, and they'll be off in just a few minutes.
Brilliant. I'm going to track that first load down to the feed mill for the pig foods, because you know what that crossing's like. I've put a little bit of a turn in at the crossing.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure that it gets over it without jackknifing. But other than that,
yep.
Yeah, all going well.
Good thinking. All right. So there we are, all three combines up and going. We had a little bit of a technical hitch with the field boundaries over on the far side. We just had to paint in a little bit of a field margin. It was detecting the boundary as an island and linking us in with the field next door, but we've managed to resolve that. And now in terms of the course...
Go on, don't leave me like that. Oh. What about the course?
I
Tell me
I was like that. What about the course? I was trying to figure out what I was going to look at the course.
Right, we're tracking combines. We have 3 of them running nicely here. We're going to follow obviously to the first one. And remember, it's corn, and you know how quickly corn fills a hopper. So obviously we want to try and keep the first one moving as fast as we can without getting full and stopping up the whole 3 combine train. So it makes sense to stay tracking this guy and making sure we unload him before he gets to 100%. So kind of hoping he might get to the end of this row here, but I'm not actually that convinced, because it's a big field, and we just have the issue of a row of trees here that could hinder us. So we might have to let him cut in on this first pass, but after that it'll be plain sailing. So there we go. Combine's beacon has just started flashing, so that tells me he's just hit 50%. So that's good. So that definitely means we'll get to the end of this. No, it doesn't. It means he was at 95%. So he's having to cut in now. Now what this will do, unfortunately, is slow the whole process down a little bit, because Combine 2 behind here is going to catch us up. There we go. First load done. Args can grab the second combine here too. So when they all start off, they can head off together, which is good. Right, so there we go. We had to unload there next to those trees, which is a bit frustrating. Slowed everything down just a tad, but we're back up and running now. Everything's looking good. And this headland down here is a little bit more open. We shouldn't have that problem again. And like I said before, once we've cut open these headlands, the field is open and we are good to go. So it'll be all systems go then. Here we go, the cruise control running nicely. We're unloading on the fly. Not much in the tank at the moment, but we might as well take it while we're here. Keep ourselves busy. And we're at the furthest point we could possibly be from the trucks as well, so we'll keep going there. And keep ourselves busy. AI Worker D has stopped automatically. Wonder what happened there. Everything looks to be running. Ah, I see what's happening. Args is taking that third combine and picking up that little bit of corner stuff that was missed. There we go. Could have hit that straighter. Practice that for next time. Right, second hopper. Here comes Args. Args is full too, so we'll probably get both of these away. So there we go. All done. He's away. He's full.
I was going to say, did you quite fill that truck? You must have.
Yeah, it's funny. I think they're about 1-to-1, these auger wagons to trucks.
I'd put 14,000 litres in it already.
Ah, right. I'm going to just follow him and make sure he makes that turn at the crossing.
Yep, no worries.
So, as I just said to Args, we just thought we'd make sure that this works with no issues. Right, here we go, moment of truth. That little turn I put in, look, we'll turn it on just so you can see it. It's slowed slightly because I put a little bit of a turn in here, so it's predicted it up ahead. And it'll just help roll over it. Okay, that's worked well. I think I might be onto something here. Now the next thing is it going to make it through that mill, that tight mill setup? So let's see how that goes. Right, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see if it works in this tight yard. May even need to go and turn on pig food produced with corn as well. Not sure if we left it on last time, so let's see if he can make this with no issues. It's super tight. And I'm going to have to make some adjustments. Okay. A few feed mill issues here, to the point at which I think I'm going to reset part of this course. So, I'm going to delete a few of these. I'm going to take a bigger turn so the trailer is straighter as we hit the feed mill. I turned too soon. That's basically my issue here. So we're going to make a much wider turn and be much straighter before we go in there. Okay, so here we go. I am going to literally hug this fence as much as I can, and I'm going to swing straight away, tight here, so I can hit this as straight as I can. There we go. Let's try that. Perfect. That's all I wanted. That's working like a dream now. Well, back in the tractor. The first truck is back from the farm, so that's positive. That's working. Args is loading combines here. So let's get back into it. Right, we are just about finished in this field. It is run like absolute clock. We may have picked that up from some of the time lapse we did there, but the combines have run faultlessly. The trucks have run faultlessly as well. They've been back ready on time. We have not had any downtime at all. So yeah, I'm super chuffed with how this has gone. Really, really pleased. So there we go. That's another truck full. So they'll disappear off now to that will go into the farm. And Args is heading down. I probably don't need to head up and get another load. Right, Args will probably cover all these three, but we'll wait and see. And the other truck, like I said, will be back any second now. So very pleasing. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to finish off this field here, do the little corner field here, and then the big field we've got here we'll save for the next episode. But I will come back in a little minute when we finish this field. I'm sure we'll have a little chat to Args then, and we'll take things from there. I just jumped to the map here. Look, just how satisfying is that to see the two trucks running there that you've set up, 3 combines running there on courseplay, and we've been running the grain carts. Don't tell me there isn't immense satisfaction in getting automation set up and running like clockwork on your games. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, mate, that went pretty smoothly.
We were on that completely. That was slick as anything.
It was. Everything ran like clockwork. I don't think there was any issues at all anywhere.
I said, actually, I think just towards the end, I don't think there was a single point of downtime. Other than that first cut-in of the combine on the first headland, we've not stopped, have we? The combines have run constantly.
Yeah, no, they've been moving the whole time, which has been grand. 450,000-ish litres off the field as well. And that wasn't at its optimum because we didn't have the pH value quite right. But other than that, it's not bad considering. That's
good, and 3 truckloads to the mill for pig food as well. So that's a positive. Getting some food back for them, so we can grow the pig army.
Yeah, the pig army. We'll actually be able to buy some more now if the bank will let us.
That's right.
But they're also not too far away from breeding, so that'll be a good stock of food to have in the reservoirs.
It will. So we're going to cut the little field now, aren't we? Just grab that quickly, and then we'll save the other big field for the next episode, I think, won't we?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. That other big field might be a little bit more intricate with the shape of it, so it might be a little bit harder to do. But going on this one, it shouldn't be too difficult at all.
All right. Well, you want to do the honours on a combine, or do you want to run a cart?
I'll go grab a combine if you don't mind.
Go for it. Yeah. Knock yourself out. Right. I will follow you around with the cart. I think we'll leave the trucks here, and I'll just use this auto drive course to load them, right? And then
yeah, that makes it easy. Just run across the road with the grain cart. I'll just try to decide which one to take. I'll go down and grab the New Holland and bring that down here, so they're all in the same spot.
Good stuff. All right, let's do it.
Indeed.
So, back in the auger wagon for me. Looking forward to it. I've enjoyed driving this today, I have to say. It's been good fun. And this field, honestly, will take only a few minutes to do. So, yeah, that is a good day's work done, I've got to say. Well, we've kind of tagged Args all the way around this field. We have got 89% in the auger, so almost a full auger wagon worth of corn. But he's just going to grab that tiny last little snippet. We'll get this into the trailer that's still parked over there, and I think that's us for this episode. What a great episode. I have had so much fun doing this. Just playing, you know what, it's just been playing the game, everything's worked as it should, and it's just been really rewarding. So, yeah, sometimes when that happens, it's just good fun. So, and there we go. Right, let's run this over to the truck. Let's get it all unloaded. Args is folding up there. Can I get ahead of him? I can't. Right, here we are unloading. Now, there's probably going to be enough in this for this truck to run off back to the yard and unload as well, which means we've got empty trucks for next week. We've got them right next to this field over here. We will shift the auto drive course ever so slightly, and I'm not sure if we need much more going to the feed factory. We can chat to Args about that next week though, and make a plan with that. But in principle, everything is set up for next week as well, which is great. So, with that in mind, we are looking good. So, there we go. All unloaded though. We don't need to run any of this back to the yard because we're going to use it all next week and we're in the right place. So, there we go. Okay, there is space there, but he's going anyway. There we go. Excellent. Well, Args, that has to be, I think, one of our most efficient days yet.
Yeah, efficient and no issues, no problems, nothing going wrong.
I was just saying that. I've just played the game for 2 hours and had fun. I haven't kind of really thought about it as making a vid, which doesn't happen very often, so I really enjoyed that today.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good. Oh, well, you can look forward to doing it all again next week in another cornfield.
I know, yeah. No, it should be
and
good.
And then after that, we'll have some soybeans to harvest.
Happy days. Who doesn't have a good harvest? Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And 3 good bits of kit to run it with, and some nice auto drives made it easy.
Yes, indeed. And a partner in crime that knows what they're doing is great too.
Yeah. Oh, when are they going to join us?
No, I'm waiting.
Is there a special guest you haven't told me about? No, it is good fun. It's good to have a chat and a catch up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, we'll leave it there, and you have a good week, mate, and we'll catch up in the not too distant future.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Bye bye.
All right. Later. Bye.
There we go, folks. A great episode. Really enjoyed that. Hope you did too. Always good fun running the combines. Just ignoring the flickering trees over there. Don't know what's going on with that. But yes, have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, back next week for more of the same. But for now, from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very, very much for watching. And for Args, who's sprinting down there like Usain Bolt, have a great week and we'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.